You are not the first kind of human to walk this planet. And the real answer to what happened to the others is far stranger, far darker, and far more personal than anything you were taught in school. There were others, real ones, not ape-like shadows stumbling through the dark, beings with large brains, tools, fire, and complex social lives. They buried their dead. They painted cave walls. And then, one by one, they vanished. Right now, on this planet, there is exactly one species of human. One. That is bizarre. Look at any other group of large mammals. Multiple species of bear, multiple species of great ape, multiple species of dolphin. But humans? Just you. Just this one narrow lineage. That absence is the clue. Something happened. Something that left only one branch standing. Around 300,000 years ago, your species appeared in Africa. But the world was already occupied. Neanderthals had been living across Europe and Western Asia for at least 200,000 years before you arrived. In the east, a ghost lineage called the Denisovans had spread across Asia. In Indonesia, tiny Homo floresiensis had been surviving on a remote island for hundreds of thousands of years. The world was not empty. It was full. And then, within a geological blink, almost all of them were gone. The Neanderthals are the most studied. For a long time, scientists thought of them as brutish and inferior. That story has been completely dismantled. Researcher João Zilhão showed that Neanderthals were creating art, painted shells, eagle feather ornaments, tens of thousands of years before modern humans arrived in Europe. Then Svante Pääbo, who won the Nobel Prize in 2022 for sequencing the Neanderthal genome, proved something even more startling. Neanderthals and modern humans did not simply pass each other in the night. They met. They had children together. If you are of non-African descent, between 1 and 4% of your DNA is Neanderthal. They are not entirely gone. They are inside you, right now. So why did they disappear? One explanation is climate. Temperatures swung wildly. Ecosystems collapsed. Neanderthal populations, already small and fragmented, could not recover fast enough. But climate alone does not explain everything. Because modern humans survived the same shifts. That asymmetry demands an answer. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar proposed that modern human brains had evolved to manage larger, more complex social groups. Where Neanderthals operated in tight family bands, modern humans were forming alliances across hundreds of people, trading information, trading resources, building cooperative webs that could survive disaster. Your ancestors were not smarter, they were better connected. And then there is the possibility nobody likes to say plainly: violence, competition, replacement. Where modern humans arrived, other human species tended to disappear. That pattern is hard to explain without some form of competitive pressure. The Denisovans are an even deeper mystery. Everything known about them comes from a handful of bone fragments in a single cave in Siberia. No skull, no complete skeleton, just fragments. Yet from those fragments, scientists extracted enough DNA to reconstruct an entire genome. Modern Tibetans carry a Denisovan gene variant that allows their bodies to function at high altitude. The people of the Tibetan Plateau owe their ability to live on the roof of the world to a species that no longer exists. Your ancestors were extraordinarily good at being human. Good enough that every other kind of human eventually lost the competition. And the result is you, alone on a planet that was once shared. The only branch of a family tree that used to be a forest. The traits that define you, your hunger for social connection, your restless creativity, your ability to build trust with strangers, these are not accidents. They are the exact characteristics that outcompeted every other intelligent species on this planet over 100,000 years. Tonight, when you look at a stranger, you are looking at the only other member of the most successful and most solitary human species that ever lived. The planet used to be full of different kinds of minds. Now there is only this one, only yours. The strangest part is not that they vanished. The strangest part is that you are still here, carrying pieces of them inside you, wondering what happened.